Fintech Association of Nigeria is known for fostering an ecosystem that supports all stakeholders to achieve a thriving and growing Nigerian fintech industry. And over the years, we've seen that play out through different initiatives by the association and programs. And one key one that stands out each year is the Nigerian Fintech Week. And yet again, we're set to have another for year 2023. And I'm here with the Vice President of the Association and the Chief Operating Officer of the Association to talk us through what to expect in NFW2023. Hello, Dr. OBRIMAH. Hello, Dr. Stanley. Good to have you here.
Thank you.
Or should I say we are the ones, you're the one having us here, whichever way.
No. Glad
All
to
right.
have you.
Thank you. So let's quickly go straight into why we're here to talk us through NFW 2023. I mean, over the years, you've kept on the bar and then it keeps rising at each year. Last year was such a fantastic event, such a fantastic 4-day event, lineup of events. We saw from the speakers to the attendees, to the networking session, to the exhibition booth, which of course was very, very interesting. So let's also hear about NFW 2023. I mean, could you talk us through what to expect this year from the conference? And most importantly, what informed the choice of this year's theme, which of course is resilience, diversification, and innovation?
Thank you very much. I think if you look at the landscape, in the past 2 years, we've seen some fintechs come up to announce that they are packing up. You see most recently, I think the announcement from Dash, and that's just one out of many stories. What you see when you look into the operations of fintechs most times, you see that there is a shortfall in governance. Many fintechs are doing very well, but we see many startups relegate issues around governance, regulatory compliance, risk management, sustainability, even putting in place robust structure. They relegate these things to the back burner. And this usually is the foundation, is the beginning of the problems. So what we are looking at for NFW 2023 is to see how we can front load these issues and tackle them head on. And that's where the issue of resilience comes in. How do we speak to governance? How do we speak to helping fintechs put structures that are sustainable? How do we speak to risk management? How do we speak to compliance, both regulatory, AML compliance, CFT, and proliferation compliance? Okay, how do we ensure that there is also sustainability in terms of going green with everything that we do? We hope that this will, resilience as part of this topic will help us achieve that. Being resilient is not enough. We also need to be innovative, and we need to touch on different use cases that cuts across the various aspects of human lifestyle.
Yeah, right. One word that seemed to resonate with me or quite a number of people in the financial industry this year has been sustainability, consistency, and resilience. And I'm very happy that resilience is playing out as part of the theme for this year's topic. You've also answered my next question, which of course speaks to resilience. So I'll just move straight to Dr. OBRIMAH to speak to us about innovation, which of course is a key focus of the conference theme. Now, how can attendees expect to explore and foster innovation during the event?
Okay, so if I take it off from where Dr. JACOB stopped, to be resilient is not enough. You need to be innovative, because if you are not innovative, you become extinct. Yeah. So the conference will be speaking a lot about innovation. We're going to have speakers. We're going to talk about what they have done, because you just innovate for the sake of innovating. You must be solving problems. So that's one of the things we need to drive. Let's solve problems, real problems, and that's where the money comes. So we're going to be looking at that. There'll be use cases. We're going to so the exhibition booths also speak to a lot about innovation, because people are coming to showcase what they are doing and what they want to do. So in terms of innovation, that's what we're driving at, that you need to keep innovating. You need to keep coming up with something something new. That's extremely important.
Yeah, right. Now, we've spoken to resilience, we've spoken to innovation. The other keyword in the theme is the diversification, which of course we know that is associated with business growth. And then how will NFW 2023 encourage diversification in the technology and financial service sector, which seem to be taking the massive spots in the financial industry?
Many ways. I'll start by saying that diversification is very key to inclusion. And when we look at how the different use cases and how the landscape, the ecosystem for payments is shaping up, and fintech generally, you find out that different subsectors are taking shape. They are beginning to define their needs, and they are defining what role and how fintech can help meet them. So what you will see in NFW 2023 is that we've been able to cater for issues around agri-tech for agriculture and the agricultural value ecosystem. We've been able to cater for insurtech for insurance subsector. We've been able to cater for prop tech for property, reg tech for regulatory and technology. And, these are subsectors of fintech as a general term. So beyond just looking at fintech, okay, we are now saying, how do we customize use cases to solve specific problems? And when I say diversity is key to inclusion, you will find out that at the end of NFW 2023, the key players in these sectors, these subsectors that I've mentioned, we have very major takeaways that they can use to blow up the ecosystem and make it grow. Again, that's where diversification will speak to growth. So we see a lot. We've devoted sessions and days to these subsectors, and we expect a lot to come out of it.
Yeah, right. One more thing, which of course speaks to attendance structure for the events. Who are we looking forward to seeing at the events? Is it open to everybody, or is it open to people, industry players alone? I mean, could you speak to that? Who are the people we should be expecting to see?
Yeah, it's open to everybody. So, I mean, for us at the association, we're an inclusive association. That's why as of today, we have 23 sectors in the association. Our mantra is to drive digital inclusion in Nigeria. So it's, no matter what you're doing, you should be looking at technology. I mean, our latest sector is a fashion company, and so we call it FashTech. So, I mean, how do you use technology to drive fashion, and so there's a lot, so everybody is welcome.
I love the fact that Dr. Jacob Stanley mentioned that fintech is an embodiment of all these other subsectors of technology, where we have the insurtech, the prop tech, the reg tech. I mean, that's very interesting to note, because quite a number of times when we hear fintech, we only think of startups. We think of anything that has to do with changing of money, exchange of money, or saving money, and all of those things like that. And then we leave out agri-tech. And there's been a bit of misconception around that angle. And I love the fact that you've cleared that. So Fintech Association is open to, or the NFW 2023 is open to welcoming everybody in that space. And we hope to see everyone there. Is there any other thing you'd like to add? What should we expect? What are the key things you think that individuals and businesses would benefit from participating in the event?
Thank you. I'd like to quickly touch on 3 things. One, quickly, is the fact that we have a Hall of Fame for fintechs that have stayed for years, some above 15 years. Resilience also means being able to survive through the times, both the good times and the bad times. So we're bringing up a Hall of Fame for founders of fintech. So we have the likes of John Obaro of System Specs, Funke Okpeke of Main1. These are people who have run some fintechs that have gone beyond 15 years, and they are not the only ones, right? We have so many of them, and they will be featuring in this program, and we think there will be a lot of lessons to learn there. Secondly, the NFW 2023 promises to be exciting. B2B connections. So we expect businesses to meet other businesses that can form formidable strategic partnerships. So this is another thing to look out for. Beyond just coming to take the learnings, we encourage participants and businesses to build very solid networking. And also, I want to say lastly that we're going to be expecting some major organizations that will be participating in NFW 2023. When you come there, you're going to take a lot of learnings from the like of Stanbic IBTC, MasterCard. You're going to see tunes from Singapore. You will see InterSwitch, OPay, and a couple of other fintechs that have made a mark in the industry. Interestingly, they are core participants, and they are also playing very key roles in making NFW 2023 a successful one.
Yeah, one other thing I look forward to every year is the lineup of speakers. Just the tip of the iceberg. We do want to feel like just a little bit what the people we should be expecting. So what part of the lineup of speakers that would be speaking at the NFW 2023?
So we have a whole lot of speakers, starting from regulators. So the president of the African Development Bank, deputy governor of Central Bank. We have the vice president of MasterCard. We have the vice president of Tunes coming from Singapore. We have a couple of fintechs coming from Rwanda. So we have a whole list of, including our own Nigerian fintechs, Akim Lawal of PurePay, Dr. Jacob of Zest.
Nice. We'll also be speaking at the event.
Absolutely. So we have someone like Something of Bole of Soilless Lab, which is an agri-tech. That's doing awesome things. So for those who are interested in agri-tech, you need to be there to hear something talk about what it's doing. Using technology for crop production, and it's really awesome. If you have been to his farm, and really, it's something that you need to be there. So it's a huge. It's not an event to miss.
It's major.
You're right. I definitely believe that, because my last 3 years of I've not missed it in the last 3 years, and I definitely would not be missing it this year. You've heard from the Vice President of the Fintech Association of Nigeria, Dr. Jacob Stanley, and Dr. Babatunde OBRIMAH, that's the Chief Operating Officer of the Fintech Association of Nigeria, on what to expect at the NFW 2023 happening live at Landmark Event Center. For all of the other details you would need about the event, please see the links below. For registration, please see the links below. But you can also check on Fintech Association of Nigeria websites if you're having problems in registration. It's very easy. Just look out for the link below, and then you'll find it's very easy to register. And until then, I look forward to seeing you. Please tell a friend to tell a friend, tell a business owner to tell another business owner, because you would be networking, and you know what they say about networking. It's a very key, important thing to your business success. I look forward to seeing them. My name is Ayomide Oguntoye. Thank you for watching.